Hey guys, welcome to today's video. Today we've got another Dragon Ball game. We're going to see how this compares to the other two. This is going to be Dragon Ball rather, well, I guess it is Dragon Ball Z. Super Goten. Alright. Is this going to be kind of like an RPG? Interesting. I mean, why would we do anything other than... We'll do Gohan. I mean, I know it's Goku, but we're going to do Gohan just because. Arrival, huh? Servant? I'm just gonna... Nasty guy! Advisor... Ursuf. I'm randomly going because this is taking a lot longer than I expected. Interesting start. I'm going to... All right. Interesting. So it's actually like an RPG. What the hell? All right, interesting to say the least. Yeah, this is Dragon Ball, not Dragon Ball Z. But most people just combine them all into one, so it doesn't really matter, I guess. Screw it, we're gonna touch her ass. You're a witch. This is kind of like, again, I love the series, but this is very cheesy. See, it talks about the things, but I don't know which of the buttons is the defense and which is the offense. Yeah, this game is definitely going to need some understanding. Because I don't know what I always talked about when it's flashing, hit the defensive button. I've tried all 4 buttons during that fight, and none of them were doing the defensive stuff. It's a very interesting game. Again, it's a fan service game for sure. Like it's much different than a than a fighting game. So I mean, it's going to be a lot more for all audiences. I feel like you can play this as a younger kid that can't really manage an actual fighting game, because you just have to hit a button and understanding it. But like all in all, it's very kind of silly and cheesy. And I don't know if this would be a game I'd really enjoy or want to play. Not knowing I wish I knew what the buttons were. And like I said, I tried hitting all 4 buttons, and none of them seemed to be defensive. Maybe I did not hit the bumpers because I didn't get a chance to, because we died. So maybe those were the defensive buttons. But all in all, like, the combat seemed to really, I mean, I feel like we're playing paper, rock, scissors kind of thing, and just a QTE. And it's just definitely not a game for me. It's a silly little fan service, funny game that you can sit down and have a good time with if you're a fan. Again, I don't think any of these games are really geared towards normal people that haven't seen the show or aren't fans. I feel like the only people that would really get have a good time with these are people that are truly huge fans of the game, of the anime, would enjoy the game. I don't really feel like this is much of an enjoyment if you have no interest, or if you don't like it or anything like that, I don't think you would have a good time with it. Just because the way that everything is set up, that it's, it's very, story driven, so to speak, with a little bit. It's like they're breaking up, just them reciting some of the anime to you with a little, tidbit here and there of combat just to break it up. But all in all, it does feel like you're kind of almost leafing through an anime than you really are playing a game. And I'm not as big a fan of that. If I want to watch or read the anime, I will do that. If I want to play a game, I want to actually play a game more so than just go through a bunch of dialogue, hit a button here and there, and then move on to the next thing. A dialogue is not really my idea of a good time. So all in all, I love Dragon Ball. This game is a little quirky, silly. If you're a huge fan, I think it's still going to be hit or miss if you enjoy it. But it's definitely not a game that is really for me. But definitely see the audience for it. I mean, it is a Japanese game. None of these made it to the States because even though we have a huge following, it's definitely a bigger draw in Japan than it is here. And I don't think this would have done as good, especially earlier. I mean, Dragon Ball has always been popular, but I think it didn't catch on as much as it did until much later on. So anyways, with that being said, guys, thanks for joining. Until next time, have a good one.